Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at the size of that one. Oh jeez. Oh. You see the size of that bass in there? Look at that Huddleston. I know it sounds like a broken record, but you see that in there? That's what happens when you rig it my way. Look at the size of that. I just took this one out of the package, and this is a 12. You notice it has a hook on the back. That is the beginning of the bait right there. The way I'm rigging it right now, it can be with a 5 or a 12 or a 16, any bait that Huddleston makes. I rig them all the same way, so it doesn't make any difference. Okay. First thing you gotta have as far as tools, you need a crimping tool. That'll crimp a small A2 sleeve, which this one happens to be made by Shimano. It's that little round one right here in the middle. You can see that. And you use this small A2 crimping area right here, which is where I've outlined it in red. The second tool you need is for bending your hook, and it's just a pair of pliers that I get at the hardware store. And then I get these in the gardening section at the local hardware store, and these will cut wire and they last a long time. They're very, very good scissors. Okay. You're going to need 60-pound 7-strand uncoated wire and A2 sleeves which match the wire and the sleeve together. It says right on the back of the pack just what you need to use. Okay. And then your hooks, of course, which is a 9649 BZ round bend VMC hook. And what I do first is I get my hook ready, because if you do this operation in the rigging and you break a hook and you put it on the bait, then you got to cut everything off and do it all again. So the first thing I want to do is find the tool that I didn't have ready for you. And that's a pair of bullnose dikes, and that's these right here. What you want to do for starters is you just want to cut like half of the bottom hook off. If you see this, the way this is made, there's a flat surface here with 2 hooks, and that flat surface is going to sit right on the bait. It's not going to be like that, and it's not going to be the other way. Has to be flat to be stealth and clean looking. So what you want to do is cup that and cut it off. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take the small needle nose and you're going to start working that into a small bend. And there it is. And that little part right there is going to tuck into your Hudd. Next step, you can do it any other way, but I take at least 12 to 18 inches of wire, 60 pound. Then you're going to need an A2 sleeve, which is made for this wire right here. It says it right on the back, just the one you need to use for 60 pound. Okay. Uncoated wire. And you get one sleeve out. And the sleeve's nothing special, but a little barrel with a hole in it. And that's all it is right there. The other important thing is, you see that hook? It's no good. It's good, but it's no good for Butch Brown. Okay, now this looks just like a 5, a 0, or any other bait that they make. This is how I rig them all. What I do now is I got to run my wire in from the back side up, just like that. Okay, and then you're going to take your sleeve, and you got to put your sleeve on first, right there. And then you take your hook, and the hook has to be done from the bottom up. Once you get that taken care of, then you're going to do what I call a figure 8. You're going to stick one end in here, if you have good glasses. Okay, and then the other one is going to go the opposite direction. Just like that. Okay, now you have 2 tags. Okay. Then what you want to do is you want to place the hook so it's going to sit on the bait the way that you want it, and then you pull the 2 tags, because if you turn it, pull the 2 tags and it's bent to the side, that's how it's going to end up. So you want to keep it directly straight up and down, just like that. And sometimes you can do it with your fingers, and other times you just use a little pair of needle nose, and that's it right there. That's all you need. Okay, and then I'm going to crimp this, and I'm using where you see the red in that crimping tool, and it's going to fit right in there just like that. And the reason I like this crimping tool is because it crimps the whole crimp at one time, not just half of it.
Yeah.
And then snug it down, and then just give it an extra pressure. And the way that this one crimps is it folds the crimp over like that instead of putting a crease in the middle. If you could see how that's done. And if these are not straight, if they run to the side or anything, you need to cut it off and start all over again. It just makes everything so much simpler. And you want to take these scissors and get as close as possible. Okay, now you have this. That's what you want. You want to move it around, limber, so when the fish hit it and pull it out, it's going to move. And then if you notice, the back of a Huddleston has foam inside here, and the plastic is stuck to the foam, so you need to loosen that up.
Okay.
Just like this. You can see it, there it goes. Okay, and then that way you can move this back and forth. And then what you want to do is you follow the line of the bait right down here. Okay, and then go maybe about a 1/4 inch past where this hook touches. Push forward, and then stick it in the bait, and as the rubber comes back, it pins it in there and holds it. And if you could see, this does not protrude across the bait, so you can bang off of brush and rocks. You can work it uphill. It's very, very straight, very clean in this area. I do paint my hooks sometimes. I have no problem getting bit this way. When you get bit with this Huddleston, generally it's a headshot.
Okay.
And that's it. And if you don't put all that garbage on there and you rig it just like this, you're going to catch giant bass. And that's the name of the game. This is the way you do it, Doctor. If you rig it my way. HUDbait.com. This is what we're talking about.